Hi friends, welcome to the next episode of The Edge. Platinum jewelry casting will be in 2 episodes. In episode 1, we will speak about platinum jewelry casting, and in episode 2, we will cast a few grams of platinum on the factory floor. Hi, I'm Mernos Printer and I'm talking about precious metal casting, gold, silver, platinum. Casting, the process of making objects by pouring molten metal into an empty hollow cavity of the desired shape. Gold casted jewelry is common and often talked about. Let's talk about platinum metal casting today. Platinum is a rare metal which has a higher density and purity than gold. Platinum is mined much less compared to gold and therefore will stay much rarer than gold. Casting platinum by a centrifugal casting machine. The process involves using centrifugal force, high velocity spinning action, to exert pressure on the molten metal as it is poured instantly into a die. The older methods were using a flywheel or a topple-over machine.
Yes, probably does.
Come right here and align it with the crucible.
Now I put my gold on. Looking that and playing around, and I'm going to let it go. Done.
Flywheel had the difficulty of heating the metal with a torch and therefore accuracy of spinning was difficult to attain.
A well-working rule of thumb for platinum is to wait for the metal to be just completely molten and mixed, then count to 6 to 10 seconds depending on the amount of material being molten and just pour it.
Topple-over had to depend on gravity to fill the flask, and platinum would solidify before complete fill. The CS Digital machine is a universal centrifugal casting system for jewelry manufacturers. Let the precision machine do the correct casting for you. Spin at the right RPM and shoot at the correct temperature for a perfect cast. Platinum is a metal that melts at a very high temperature. Melting point is 1760 degrees Celsius, unlike gold or silver. This necessitates the casting by centrifugal method. So coming to the casting process, you start with wax or resin designs and build a tree. This tree with the internal screw on the piece of jewelry needs to be short as the metal remains liquidous for a very short time. The tree is then invested, that is the mold making process. The investment process is a special high temperature powder. It needs to bake up to a higher temperature of 1000 degrees Celsius. The high temperatures are needed to strengthen the investment from the thermal shock when the high temperature metal gets poured into the mold. Always remember to add powder to the water while mixing and not water to the powder. Water will splash and cause undue granulations. Coming to the pour casting process, we melt the platinum. Pre-alloyed metal is always better for homogeneity. We could pre-mix the casting in a melter by adding the alloy to the melted platinum. This will allow all the inferior low temperature metals to get absorbed properly into the melt. The machine pyrometer is set to the correct melt temperatures. We can also depend on our eyesight and cast as soon as the metal is completely liquid. In gold, it's better to depend on the machine readable temperature as many alloys are added in the cast. The flask and the crucible are well balanced on the centrifugal arm with an adjustable counterweight. The advantage of the Ultraflex is the coil rotates with the crucible that keeps the temperature from falling until the very last moment. The spin is so fast, which is excellent to throw the metal straight into the flask. All this under inert gas protection. This cycle completes the cast. Now, quenching is usually within 5 minutes. As soon as the redness of the button is down, you should quench. Holding for longer time would harden the metal, making it brittle at some places. This concludes episode 1. Hope it was informative. Thank you.